Every Escape from Tarkov player knows the feeling. It's that pit in your stomach. That surge of adrenaline followed by just crushing disbelief. You spend 40 minutes meticulously looting, taking out threats, and planning your escape. Only for it all to end in a single, impossible moment. A headshot through 3 bushes. A player who knew exactly where you were and without ever making a sound. A death that just feels wrong. We've all been there, right? But what if the real problem isn't the cheater that just got you? What if the real enemy is the multi-million-dollar industry that armed him and profits from your frustration? We've all seen the videos exposing cheaters, we've all seen the ban waves, and yet the problem feels like it's only getting worse. That's because we've been fighting the symptoms, not the disease. The disease is profit, and this is the plan to kill it. To understand why cheating in Tarkov feels like such a plague, you just have to follow the money. This isn't about a few kids downloading a free program for a laugh. This is a professional, highly profitable industry. Tarkov's high-stakes nature, where one death means losing everything. It creates a desperate demand for an unfair edge. And where there's a demand, a market will always pop up. That market is called RMT, or real money trading. Cheaters just don't cheat for kicks. They cheat to farm high-value items like LEDXs, GPUs and keycards, and then sell them to other players for real cash. They also sell carries, where they escort paying customers through raids, guaranteeing they survive and get rich. This creates a massive financial reason to keep cheating, no matter what. When getting banned is just another cost of doing business, the fight is already lost. The current anti-cheat model is a constant game of cat and mouse. Battlestate Games uses Battlelight and issues huge ban waves to catch thousands of accounts. They're always tweaking things, trying to make it harder for cheaters to instantly see high-value looting containers or on bodies. But here's the brutal truth. For every cheat that gets detected, cheat developers are already working on the next one. They're using sophisticated hardware-based cheats that run on separate PCs to stay invisible, or even AI-powered tools that try to mimic human aim to fly under the radar. The developers at Battlelight are always playing defense, always one step behind. And this all leads to the heart of the problem, the burner account. When a cheater finally gets banned, what really happens? Not much. It's a tiny inconvenience. They hop over to some black market site, buy a new one, often stolen, copy of Tarkov for cheap, and they're back in the raid in less than an hour. For the cheat seller, this is the perfect business model. Their customers get banned, then they come right back to buy another account, creating a never-ending stream of business. It's a cycle that fuels the entire cheating economy, and it's why nothing has ever stuck. We aren't really punishing the cheater, we're just briefly taxing them. For years, the whole philosophy has been about detection. How do we build a better mousetrap? How do we find cheats faster and ban the accounts? But what if that entire approach is flawed? What if the goal wasn't just to catch more cheaters, but to make cheating a financial dead end? This is where a new concept comes in. A system designed not to play the cat and mouse game, but to flip the entire board over. It's a proposal called Playsafe ID. The core idea is simple, but frankly, revolutionary. Stop banning the account and start banning the person. Playsafe ID is a proposed third-party system that would bring real, lasting accountability to the anonymous world of online gaming. It's not another piece of software trying to sniff out malicious code, it's an identity layer. It's designed to solve the burner account problem by making sure that one real person can only have one gaming identity across a whole network of games. If that identity gets flagged for cheating, the consequences are no longer stuck to a single disposable game account. The consequences follow the player, permanently. This is a complete shift in the thinking. The focus moves from the symptom, the throwaway account, to the real source of the problem, the unaccountable person behind the keyboard. It's like shifting from fighting a ground war of attrition to bombing the enemy's supply lines. If it works, it could completely dismantle the economic engine that makes the professional cheating industry so damn profitable. So how would this actually work? How does it plan to do what years of anti-cheat development couldn't? It all boils down to 3 main ideas. Proving you're a unique person, creating devastating consequences and destroying the burner account for good. When you sign up for Playsafe ID, you go through a one-time verification with an established service to prove you are real. The system is designed to do this using a zero-knowledge process. This means your sensitive personal data is never seen or stored by the game developer, or even Playsafe ID itself. Once verified, you get a single anonymous ID. This ID is your passport. It's not about proving who you are, but simply that you are a unique individual. Gamers could then choose to play in special matchmaking queues where every single player has a verified ID. This leads to the second, and the most important part: catastrophic consequences. When a player with a Playsafe ID is caught cheating in a protected game, it's not just their Tarkov account that gets the ban hammer, it's their Playsafe ID itself. This is the bankruptcy engine. A ban is no longer a temporary problem, it's a digital exile. That ban would be permanent, and crucially, it could apply across every single game that decides to support the Playsafe ID system. Now imagine the scenario: a cheater pays for a Tarkov cheat subscription. They get their Playsafe ID, link it to their account, and head into raid. They get caught. Now they aren't just banned from Tarkov for life on that identity. If other major shooters were to adopt the system, they could also be banned from all of them at the same time. The entire reason to cheat just collapses. This directly targets and destroys the burner account model. The cheater can't just go and buy another game key. Their verified identity would be blacklisted. They couldn't create a new Playsafe ID because the system is designed to stop that one person, one ID, for whatever length of ban or life ban they decide. Financial reason for cheat providers to exist starts to evaporate. Their business is built on customers who get banned and come right back. But in this system, there are no repeat customers. Once a customer is banned, they are gone from the entire protected ecosystem. This provides market shrinks with every single ban. The business model is toast. Now, of course, there are questions. What about privacy? As mentioned, the system's designers claim it's built something so game-changing that gaming companies never see your personal documents. What about false positives? The Playsafe ID model proposes a review system where evidence is required from the developer, making a catastrophic false ban highly unlikely. The biggest hurdle is adoption. For this to work, it needs buy-in from developers like Battlestate Games and a lot of players. But the draw is powerful. The promise of cheater-free lobbies is something many would gladly opt in for, which could create pressure for developers to get on board. So, what would Escape from Tarkov actually feel like if this became a reality? For the first time in a long time, it would be a world built on trust. The whole appeal of Tarkov is its unforgiving nature. Every piece of gear, every successful extract, is earned with skill, patience, and a little luck. Cheating breaks that contract. It cheapens every win and poisons every death with suspicion. A system like this could restore the game's integrity. When you die, you can be mad, you can be frustrated, but you could finally be sure that you were outplayed, not out-hacked. That nagging doubt that hangs over every death scene would be gone. Replaced with the certainty of a fair fight, that alone would change everything. Imagine loading into a verified shoreline lobby. You know every other player in that raid has put their entire gaming identity on the line. The motivation to cheat would be almost zero, because the risk would be everything. The tension in the air would be real from the game's stakes, not from the fear of an invisible, all-knowing enemy. Loot would feel valuable again, because you know the economy was being tanked by RMT farmers hoovering up every last good item. This creates a powerful chain reaction. The more developers that adopt this kind of system, the smaller the world becomes for cheaters. They'd be pushed to the fringes, stuck in unprotected games or in non-verified lobbies with each other. The act of cheating would become a self-imposed quarantine. Felix Hartman of Hartman Capital, an investor in Playsafe ID, called it a way to establish a digital rule of law across multiple platforms. This isn't just about punishing the bad guys. It's about protecting the rest of us and preserving the sanctity of the games we love. It's about making sure that the best moments in outsmarting an opponent, pulling off a clutch win, or extracting with a full backpack are real. The technology to make this happen is being built. Companies like Playsafe ID are actively developing these systems, and they have the financial backing to make a real push. But tech isn't enough. A change this big needs the support of the community and the courage of the developers. So that brings us to the real question. Could a system that attacks the economics of cheating finally solve the problem that's played Tarkov for years. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Is identity verification a step too far? Or is it just another step in evolution that we need? For years, we've kind of accepted cheating as a tax paying online. We've put up with the frustration and unfairness because it felt like there was no other choice. Battlestate Games is still in the trenches, fighting with ban waves and technical fixes. But the fundamental business of cheating hasn't changed. The idea offers a different path. It's a strategy that isn't building higher walls, but about removing the reason to climb them in the first place. By making the cost of getting caught catastrophic, it targets the profit motive that is the lifeblood of the entire cheating industry. It is, by its very design, a system meant to bankrupt Tarkov's cheap sellers. Look, it's not a silver bullet, and the hurdles are real. It requires trust, cooperation, and a community that's ready for a new level of accountability. But for a shot at getting back to brutal, unforgiving, and most importantly, a fair world in Escape From Tarkov that it was always meant to be, it might just be the fight worth having. Want to play without the BS? Play with Playsafe ID. This has been ExpBee. Take it easy.